As Deathsaurus starts to make his way throughout the United States, me and the rest of the world are left until February waiting on our Haslab Deathsaurus. But in the meantime, I have a different kind of Deathsaurus that I want to take a look at. That being the original from 1989. And I've got to say a massive thank you to Joe from Leicester Vintage and Old Toy Shop for this. It's honestly a dream piece to own. So without further ado, let's take a look at the original Deathsaurus. Now normally, I don't normally showcase the box, but for this guy it is a special piece. The box for this guy is in such great condition, and honestly it's such a great way to display this figure, and it is exactly how I will be displaying this figure from now on. But honestly, the artwork for Deathsaurus along the side, honestly just all the product images, just there's so much history within just the packaging alone. Seeing some of that original artwork, I mean that original mural on the back, it's something else to see. All of it is just absolutely incredible to see. It's definitely one of those things that you would never really get to see all that often. I've got to say, this guy is on another level. In terms of its colour, its chrome, its paint, stickers, this guy is just, it's honestly one of those figures that if you ever get the chance to handle, it's just special. It honestly really is. I mean, it is such a gorgeous figure. I mean, you can see the chrome already just resonating off of the light. Oh, there goes his leg. I will say this, he's not very stable. I don't think there has been a stable version of this figure. You can probably just see there is a little bit of chrome chipping there on this guy. That is the only bit of chipping I have seen. Otherwise, this guy is pristine. Oh, and yeah, he fumbles under his own weight. He is quite a weighty boy. I can't really put into words how majestic this guy is. This figure is. People claim it to be a Holy Grail figure. It's not actually a Holy Grail figure. I had quite an interesting conversation with Sixo about it, in that people regard it as such a rare figure because you hardly see them in such good condition. It is very much just a case-by-case basis. You can find plenty of these in Japan. It's just about looking for them in the right spots. Articulation-wise on this Chicken Dragon mode, his Kaiju mode, his neck is on a nice ratchet, so you can get a nice bit of motion on the head there. His little dragon arms can move. There is a little tab there which helps it to lock the spring mechanism, so it will lock into place there, and you spin it right round, it locks into place just there. It's also got a little bend there for his little T-Rex like arms. His legs are on a 360 nice ratchet, and then you've got these little joints here alongside that slight joint there, which is more for robot mode. You even got a bit of toe bend there. Also got the tail, which can rotate round, and the wings do flap, although they can get hindered by those leg chunks, so you can sort of have him flying if you really wanted to, although we'll definitely see that more with the Haslab variant of this figure. But yeah, it's such a special figure. It is definitely one of those that is highly regarded for being just a great toy overall. So I'm going to put this guy off to one side while we take a look at his breast masters. So we have the eagle breast, which is just done in this really nice sort of deep red with a lovely Decepticon insignia on the back on a sticker. These lovely little guns. He definitely reminds me of Laserbeak in terms of how it folds up into a little cassette that can fold into Deathsaurus' chest. To get him into his weapon mode, just flip up his feet, bring his head down, and then this little post will come out. If I can get it out, post is out, and then just fold up these wings, and then fold up that. And you have his little gun mode, which is definitely interesting. I won't be showcasing these guys in their weapons for his robot mode, Deathsaurus' robot mode. So transform it into his chest mode, just rip these guns off and they will just flip back in. I do wish that these were on hinges, but I can understand why they didn't do that back then. It would have been an extra step for them to then have to engineer. But that is Eagle Breast in his breast mode or his chest mode, whichever you prefer. We'll put him off to the side, or we take a look at the Tiger, which this guy is gorgeous. The massive chromed wings at the top, bright yellow. Yeah, it's gorgeous. And of course, it's what Deathsaurus is known for, that sort of nice, big, massive chrome chest. Little Tiger, and he is absolutely... He does have a little bit of articulation, not much. His paws can all rotate, and his tail can also rotate as well. And to get him into his little mode, I want to make sure that the legs are all the way back. I want to make sure that the legs for back legs are nice and straight, just on that bit there, so that we can fold them. Fold up the tail. They will then pop round. I want to bring this bit up, like so, and then spread that, and you have the Tiger bow. I will admit, it does look a lot better in the Haslab variant, but it's a little extra thing that you can do for Haslab Deathsaurus. And yeah, to get him into his chest mode, you just flip that bit up. And there is his chest mode. Time to get into that all-important transformation there. Oh. So, to start his transformation, rip his tail off. We will then bring his little chicken T-Rex arms in. They will just go into little cavities like so. We will then situate the legs so that we can get his wings to the back, like so. Try and be as careful as I can with this guy. And then rotate these big massive ratcheted die-cast parts all the way up past his shoulders, or to create the shoulders, past his wings. We can then bring these light blue parts back, which will then allow us to bring the big chicken feet back. And just close it all off with these chrome gold parts here. We can then flip these little hatches open and rotate the legs down. Close these back up. Flip his heel spurs back. And then we can do the all-important head reveal. Bring the chicken head right up and just collapse it back. And there you have Deathsaurus' basic robot mode. Of course, it looks a little bland with the chest being like that, so we'll start to pop his breast masters in, starting off with the Eagle Master. Gives him a bit more colour to his chest, but the one that we all like to see, the iconic one, bring in his Tiger, and that completes his entire look. Now his tail can split, and that just becomes his shield. We'll put that to one side for now, while we take a good look at this guy's sculpt and paint. And I've got to say, the stickers, paint, everything on this guy looks absolutely incredible. He's got his little chicken visor with his evil chicken eyes on his helmet. And yeah, this guy just looks phenomenal. It honestly looks gorgeous. All the chrome work and the paint and everything just helps this guy look. He looks like the Emperor of Destruction, which is what he's meant to be. And yeah, it just looks absolutely incredible. Articulation on this guy is limiting. I mean, for a G1 figure, it's what you expect. His arms can rotate 360. You can get a nice, just over 90 degree there for the elbow. His legs can split, just not very far due to the wings. And he does have a little bit of a knee bend. Accessory wise, like I said, he's got his dragon tail shield, which just clips into his shoulders. And he also has his living metal destroying cannon with his mace attached to it. And there's 2 pegs, so you can either have him holding mace like so, which looks a bit more like a fishing rod with ball and chain on the end, or you can give him his gun, which just completes his look further. I mean, this guy it's such a beautiful figure. It's honestly such an incredible figure, and I cannot wait to have that Haslab Deathsaurus in hand.
Who are you supposed to be?
I am Deathsaurus, leader of the Decepticon.
Isn't that Megatron? I swear Megatron's the leader of the Decepticons.
No. When Galvatron went, I took over.
So, what are you meant to turn into?
I turn into a dragon.
Okay. From what I heard, you turn into a chicken.
I am not a chicken. I am a dragon. The fiercest dragon of all.
You keep telling yourself that.
As far as Japanese exclusive characters go, Deathsaurus has definitely got to be one of my all-time favourites. I fell in love with Deathsaurus' character through the IDW comics, and honestly my love for him grew from there, reading through the original manga scripts alongside watching the Victory cartoons. Honestly, he's such an underdeveloped character and I wish we would see more from him. I'm glad that Haslab have finally decided to take a good look at those original Japanese characters, such as the Star Saber mold, giving us at least some respect to those original Japanese characters. And the fact that we're getting a Deathsaurus as well means that the world has broadened since the days of just G1 reissues and new molds for G1 figures. We're finally at a time where we can appreciate every single aspect of the Transformers world. Not just G1, not just the new stuff that comes out. We're appreciating it all the obscure characters. I mean, Toxitron got his own entire line based around him over an unreleased character. There's just something special about that. As far as Japanese exclusive characters goes, Deathsaurus has got to be on the top of my list for just how cool this guy is. Yeah, he's a death robot chicken, but he's a cool death robot chicken. For such an old figure to be in such great condition and to handle one in such great condition, it's honestly an honour. So that's been my look at the original Deathsaurus from Victory. Like I said, it's such a great figure and I can't wait to get my hands on that Haslab Deathsaurus. It's a shame that Europe and Eastern Asia won't be receiving their Deathsaurus for another 2 months. If you did enjoy this video, then don't forget to smash that subscribe button. And in my next video, I will be doing a top 10 figures that I have picked up alongside a little giveaway for you guys. I'll see you then.